Hello, with your CIG TV news update, I'm Donna Bush. On Thursday, staff from the Mosquito Research and Control Unit launched the Delayed Genetically Modified Mosquitoes Project in the District of West Bay. Dr. Bill Petrie, head of the MRCU, tells us more.
To remind people that this is, first of all, being done in West Bay for a couple of reasons, because West Bay is a known hotspot for Aedes aegypti mosquitoes, and we also have had incidents of dengue fever and chikungunya in West Bay in the past, and also to remind people that this is a public health project. This is not about nuisance biting mosquitoes or economic control. This is a public health imperative and is being done for the benefit of the community at large. And just to remind people that this method is entirely safe. There is nothing to be concerned about. There's nothing to be afraid of.
The operation in West Bay is being carried out by MRCU along with biotechnology company Oxitec. Earlier this year, the World Health Organization recommended pilot deployment of the Oxitec technique under operational conditions to respond to the Zika crisis, which in February was declared an international public health emergency. The treatment phase in West Bay is expected to last around 9 months and then be rolled out to other areas of Grand Cayman, subject to the relevant approvals. Cayman Brac and Little Cayman are not affected by the Aedes aegypti mosquito. Well, last week, Acting Commissioner of Police Anthony Ennis and other senior officers hosted a community meeting on Cayman Brac. The meeting was well attended, with 50 residents in attendance to discuss issues of crime and public safety on the island. Mr. Ennis briefed the audience on the latest police priorities and crime figures, while focusing on the 12 burglaries that have occurred since the beginning of this year. He highlighted the fact that 2 detectives were on the Brac to work on these matters. Meanwhile, Deputy Premier, the Honorable Moses Colonel, was also present at the meeting. Some residents talked about the lack of police visibility on the island and updates on their cases. Substance abuse among young people was also raised by community members active on the issue, and more police intervention was requested to prevent underage drinking in particular. The meeting lasted almost 2 hours, but everyone stayed behind to enjoy refreshments, which were provided. Also in Cayman Brac last week, according to a press release, traffic operations were conducted at different locations around the island. 36 tickets were issued for traffic offenses such as failing to wear seat belts and overhanging loads. There were no DUI arrests. Altogether, 131 vehicles were stopped and checked throughout the 3 days, and traffic officers found that every one of these vehicles were licensed, inspected, and insured. Officers reported that members of the public thanked them for the enforcement operations. Such operations will continue on a periodic basis to bolster enforcement efforts on our sister island of Cayman Brac. Also last week, senior RCIPS officers met with private security firm representatives. The idea was to explore ways in which police could strengthen cooperation and share information with private security providers, and in essence, public safety. RCIPS Superintendent Robert Graham said there are approximately 600 security guards on island, so that is 600 more pairs of eyes and ears who can help them prevent or solve a crime. 23 representatives from different security firms attended the meeting. One of the issues discussed include a code of ethics for the sector. As always, if you missed today's news update, you can get all the details on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining me, hoping you'll do the same again tomorrow. But until then, have a safe and wonderful night. And of course, bye-bye for now.